Hello guys, it's DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Brona69 versus I'm Okay, and this is going to be a 2v2 Iron Man. The winning team wins $100, the losing team loses $100. Also, this is post-maze, and make sure to check out the Coliseum Discord link down below at the top of the description if you want to play for money yourself. And we will see I'm Okay decide to go first, 44 versus 43. We have Fua, Bonfire, Engraver, Imperm Ice. They have Shrine, Abyss Pike, Dominus Impulse, Deep Sea King, and Imperm. Okay, so they will go main phase. Their hand's like kind of awkward here. They're going to go normal Pike, discard, and then in response, Imperm that. And then, well, let's see, if they activate Shrine now, getting rid of this, they don't have this to summon out from deck, which is usually what you would try to do here. Obviously, like, Fua would, beat this pretty easy, because you wouldn't really want to commit into them drawing infinite cards. But that's usually what you would try to do here, but they don't have that access now. So they said thinking, they just go ahead, set Imperm and pass turn, and then they draw into Fiendsmith and Paradise, and then go main phase. They go normal summon Ice, activate Ice effect to go ahead and special summon out from the deck, so leading off with this instead of trying to lead off with something like an Engraver. And then they go ahead, Dominus Impulse the Ice. Sure, now we have Engraver to go ahead and search out Fiendsmith Tract. And then we have Activate Track to go ahead, add Lurie, discard Lurie, Lurie effect, special summon itself out. That's fine. And now we can go Lurie into Requiem, and then Requiem effect, Tribute go special, and then bring out the Lacrima from deck, and then Lacrima effect go dump. And also they impulsed from hand, so we don't have to worry about something like Nib. They're going to go ahead, dump Engraver, and then activate Engraver, shuffle back Lurie, special summon out. We could go Requiem effect to equip and then effect Ascend, but we're going to make a sequence now, and then activate sequence effect. And then in response, go ahead and Imperm this, which I guess also if we try to like send this off field, then this is Imperm. And then a Charmy as the last card in hand could be live. It would probably just be Fua though, because Perulia probably would have been discarded over the Deep Sea King. Probably. Go ahead, activate Bonfire. Go ahead, grab out X Ryzeal, and now we can make the Agnumde, and then Agnumde effect to special summon back out Lacrima from grave, so that way we have a level 4 for the X. Then special dump Eclipse Twins, X effect goes search, grab out Sword Ryzeal, and then special summon out Sword, Sword effect goes search, and then I can grab out the Ice Ryzeal from the deck to the hand, overlay to make Duo Drive effect to attach, Duo Drive effect to detach and go search. Go ahead, grab out the Ryzeal Cross and the Node Ryzeal. So this is either game or really close to it. This should be game though. Even if it's not a game, we still win the game. Special Node effect, discard Fiendsmith and Paradise, special back out Sword, overlay in the Detonator effect to attach. Now this is definitely a game, yeah. Sequence effect, Requiem effect, equip, special Ice by pitching, battle phase, attack for game. So moving on to game 2 now, we will see Mermail go first, but now they also have to play against like Perulia, the side deck cards. We have Ash, Engraver, Lancia, Cross, Engraver. They have Abyss Pike, Heavy Infantry, Shadow Squad, Abyss Shrine, and Ash. So currently, even if we don't combo, Ash will beat their hand. But now we have Ash plus Lancia. Lancia can help beat Minstrel. So they're going to go main phase or also help beat Cross out Called By on the Ash. So normal out Pike effect, discard the Shadow Squad, and then grab out Minstrel, and then activate Shadow Squad effect to go special. We Ash it. Then on res, we probably drop Lancia now. Otherwise, they could like Minstrel pitch itself plus Dragoons, and then get Dragoon effect to search. So yeah, we just Lancia now. Now they have the Shrine effect, so Shrine, get rid of itself, plus Heavy Infantry to go special summon out from the deck. Bring out Deep Sea King, Heavy Infantry, mandatory activation, but then Deep Sea King, discard Minstrel, go special. Bring out Pike, and Glutonius, and now overlay, summon out Bahamut Shark, and then Bahamut Shark effect, attach, special summon out Toad. And then Synchro, yeah, definitely Synchro there. Synchro off in the White Aura effect. This does feel a lot worse when we don't have Dragoons in rotation. But that can go ahead and special summon back out the Pike from the grave. Well, it should be Pike, yeah, I was going to say. Normally it's Pike there. Then overlay, summon out Abyss Strike, and then Abyss Strike effect, special summon back out the Pike from the graveyard. I guess we could have also used Glutonius to special summon back out from the grave. But I don't think that really would have done anything, like summoning like a random Shadow Squad. We don't need like the Link fodder or anything either. I guess that would allow us to keep the Abyss Strike on field though, which is like a big body. Overlay, now go ahead and bring out Bahamut Shark, or I think Oh, they're thinking about making Dweller. Okay. So make Dweller. And then now they can link off to go ahead and bring out the Coral effect, special summon back out Minstrel. I guess they also could have done this differently, where we summon Bahamut Shark in the main monster zone. Is there a way to do that, like, correctly? Because it's not like we need to summon Toad early. We know they don't have Nib, otherwise they would have already dropped it. Or at least they would drop it on Bahamut Shark summon. So we could have left Bahamut Shark on field, link this off, use Glutonius to special summon back out a body from the grave, link off with that instead, so now we still have Bahamut Shark on field, and then Bahamut Shark on field as follow-up, threatening a Toad first action. So we're going to go Minstrel, Mill, and then put back, and then now we also get Neptibus effect to special summon back out from the grave. So that will go ahead and bring out, I guess we could bring out Shadow Squad, and then Shadow Squad discard Ash, but that doesn't seem like it's really worth it. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good. Could still bring out Shadow Squad and leave it there. They're just going to bring out the Abyss Strike, though. Okay, and then go ahead and make the Mermail King. And then pass, could have also put this over here, but I guess this card really doesn't have an effect, so it doesn't matter if they target it, but it could get, like, popped. Draw Ghost Ogre, activate Dweller effect, they said okay. Go main phase, activate Engraver, go ahead, search out Fiendsmith Tract, and then res anything, nope. Activate Tract, okay. Add Lacrima, and then discard Cross, and then now they have normal Lacrima, no effect of it, make Requiem, and then put a Typhon on top of Requiem. Battle phase, attack over Abyss Dweller, and then main phase 2. If we use the effect of bounce, and they could Toad negate that, like they will Toad negate it for sure. They draw Poseidra, and then go main phase. So thinking a second, because I do have Poseidra effect, I could go ahead and like send to special summon out. So Poseidra, go ahead send, special effect, go dump Dragoons to bounce. They said okay. Maybe we should have tried to Ogre that. It is a pretty big body there. Grab out Neptibus. They also have like Lacrima and the Requiem. It's not normal on Neptibus effect, dump Shadow Squad, and then that's fine. Go ahead, grab out Abyss Shrine, and then Shadow Squad effect, go ahead, bring out Dragoon from the deck. And then now, I said thinking on summon. Okay. So that's fine, so switch to attack position. Then go battle phase. Then they said thinking end of main doing math. Go Lacrima, target Requiem. So special summon out Requiem and then activate the Requiem effect. They have Ash Blossom and then just go battle phase attack for game. So moving on into game 3 now, we'll see Bronus go first. Opening hands, we have Sword, X, Ice, Bonfire, Engraver. They have Perulia, Imperm, Pike, Fua, XYZ Encore. Okay, so if they play in the Charmies, which they almost will for certain, then this game will probably just be over. So drop Perulia, go main phase, activate Engraver, discard, go ahead, search out Tract, and then activate Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie effect, special summon itself out from the graveyard, and then nothing on summon there. Go ahead, make Requiem, because they like guaranteed need the draw. Like if they just go Fua on Lurie, and this player just goes, you know, set a non-engine card, like, or have a Veiler or something pass, like, Mermail probably just ends up losing, because they're just not going to be able to push through. So, Requiem effect, and then chain Fua. So now go ahead, bring out Lacrima, they draw Pot of Prosperity, really good draw there. Lacrima, dump Fiendsmith in Paradise, activate Bonfire, go ahead, grab out extra Ryzeal. So, you know, we want to at least get Dweller here, bare minimum. So we're going to go Special X, dump Eclipse Twins, they draw Ash Blossom, X effect, go ahead, search out Node Ryzeal, overlays, summon out Duo, they draw another Imperm, Duo drive effect, to go ahead and try to search, and then they're going to activate Imperm onto that to shut it down. Okay, so we're going to give our opponent a lot of draws here. Then normal Ice, they draw XYZ Encore, Ice effect, bring out Sword, they draw into Abyss Shrine. Yeah, I was going to say, they just need to draw engine at this point. They have enough non-engine to where, like, no matter what this player sets up, they're able to stop it. They have Ash Blossom for Paradise on their own turn. They have Imperm for another, like, push on this turn. And then they have XYZ Encore, which just outs, like, Detonator Dweller. So, make Detonator. They draw Nib. Detonator effect to attach. And then in response, we're going to go ahead and chain Nib so they don't get to attach the Eclipse Twins. So, pass over the token, summon out. And then now they're going to go Engraver, Shuffle back Lurie to special summon out. And then they have Requiem effect to equip. And then Engraver effect goes Send. But they go special Node. They draw Dominus Impulse. Node to Send Requiem. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this game's just not winnable. They could Dominus Impulse this and it would also destroy it. But they could also get an extra draw and then save Dominus Impulse for Nib. Which I think is probably just correct to save it for Nib. I don't think we need to use it here. Like, all they're going to do is summon out an XYZ that we have XYZ Encore for. So they make Dweller, draw Dragoons, and then go end phase. Then they draw 1 for turn. And then, yeah, go ahead, draw phase priority, XYZ Encore, shuffle back, special summon back out, and then Sword Effect goes search. Go ahead, grab out the Ice Ryzeal from the deck to the hand. Also, something to know with XYZ Encore is if you special summon back out X off of it, X won't be able to search in any scenario because it's level 3 when it will be special summon back out, and you have to only control level 4s. So they're going to go ahead and go main phase, normal Pike, Pike discard Dragoon, and then go ahead and grab out Shadow Squad. Then they're going to go ahead and get the Dragoon effect, go ahead, grab out the Poseidra from the deck to the hand. Poseidra effect, get rid of Shadow Squad, special, new Chain Link, Squad 1, Poseidra 2. So go ahead, wait, I was going to say, they're not supposed to search there. They're going to go ahead, dump, bring out Dragoon, and now they get Dragoon effect to go search. And then this will go ahead and grab out the Neptibus from the deck to the hand. Overlay, make Bahamut Shark, and then they're going to go activate Fiendsmith in Paradise, chain Ash Blossom onto the Fiendsmith in Paradise, activate Bahamut Shark effect, go ahead, bring out Totally Awesome. They have Lacrima engraved still for Requiem, doesn't do a whole lot, but it's still something to think about. They're going to get the Dragoon effect, go ahead, search out Heavy Infantry from the deck to the hand. Then, thinking a second here, they're going to go activate Abyss Shrine, get rid of itself plus Neptibus to go special, bring out Deep Sea King, and then Neptibus effect, special summon back out Shadow Squad effect, discard, and then Heavy Infantry effect go pop. And then this will make us that way the waters are level 7, which pretty much just means itself becomes level 7. Go into Abyss Strike effect, special summon back out Dragoon. Okay, and then go ahead and make the Poseidra Abyss effect to bounce back both and go ahead dump a water. But okay, they're just gonna bounce just Node there. Okay, it doesn't even, yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't even matter, like, the game's just over. They're just gonna go battle phase game. Said, GG, who's next? Amai. Okay, so now we have Amai versus Mermail, which, you know, normally plays Malice, which doesn't have a good matchup here, 41 versus 44. Well, neither deck really has, like, a good matchup into the other. It's really just, like, whoever goes first typically wins, but Mermail probably is able to win slightly more going second, right? Unless if this deck draws Shifter, which Shifter is just, like, insane against Mermail. But we have TBL11, Terraforming, Field Spell, Magma, Cap. They have Moon Glacia, Abyss Shrine, Imperm, Dragoons, Perulia. But a lot of people have also cut Shifter from at least the main deck of Malice. But they're going to go activate Abyss Shrine, get rid of itself plus Dragoons, bring out Deep Sea King, and then activate Dragoon effect. Go ahead, grab out Neptibus. And then now we have the King effect that could go ahead, discard Perulia. But we're actually going to go with Neptibus next. Neptibus, jump the Shadow Squad. Go ahead, grab out Dragoon. Activate Shadow Squad, bring out Abyss Pike. Abyss Pike, discard Dragoon, go ahead, search out Minstrel, and then Dragoon effect goes search, grab out Neptibus from the decks of the hand, and then now they said, think 1 second, we're going to go Minstrel, get rid of itself plus Neptibus to look at the hand, and they just admit defeat, because they realize, I'm never winning this game, may as well not tell them what deck I'm on, even though people typically know Amai is going to be playing this deck, but they could have, like, you know, they could have, like, a Fiendsmith Ryzeal player just playing on Amai's account. We have Druisworm, Dormouse, Nib. Oh my gosh, this Nib looks wild. Ghost Ogre, Cross out. They have Dragoon, Fua, Imperm, Poseidra, Pike. I've seen some of the alt arts on DB and they're pretty weird. Like, I've been hit with, like, Called by alt art, Zeus alt art, and I'm like, bro, what? These cards don't even, like, look the same at all. Like, I don't even get, how is this even Nib? It doesn't even make sense. They're gonna go main phase, normal Dormouse effect, and then in response to Imperm that, sure. And then they drop Fua on res. We cross out the Fua. And now we just win. We make Link Decoder. We're going to go Druisworm, Banish, Special, Dormouse effect, pay 300, Special Summon itself out. And then we're able to go ahead and link all of these bodies off to go ahead and bring out the Red Ransom. And then Red Ransom 1, Link Decoder 2. Special, go ahead search out Field Spell, and then link those off to go ahead bring out SP. SP effect, banish Red Ransom effect, pay 900. Special, go ahead banish the White Rabbit, pay 300. Special, White Rabbit effect goes set from the deck. Set GWC 06, link off in the White Binder, and then White Binder effect to go set the TB11, banish, bring out Cat, White Binder, pay 900, special, draw into a Druis Worm, and then now we link off to bring out Nightmare Griffin, discard Field Spell to reset Crossout, just to get an additional draw there. I guess Crossout can also beat something potentially like Talons, or Imperm on the opponent's turn if they draw it. Go into a Bawa effect. Go ahead, discard, bring out Griffin, and then end phase, bring back out the Abawa. Pass, they draw Neptibus. So Nightmare Griffin isn't, like, too good in this scenario, but it's, like, fine. It stops Poseidra from being able to activate and stuff. But normal out Neptibus, and then on summon a Neptibus, activate GWC06. Yeah, we just gotta get rid of that card right now. We don't want to deal with it. Bring out White Binder effect to go banish the Imperm, Ransom, and TB11, and then activate Red Ransom, special summon out, and then that will go ahead and banish White Rabbit, and then Red Ransom, White Rabbit. So go ahead, special out White Rabbit, go ahead, search Field Spell, White Rabbit effect, set MTP07 directly from the deck, activate MTP07, search, or banish White Binder, search Dormouse, banish Neptibus, and then White Binder, pay 900, special summon out, and draw one. And then that will draw into a Baldrake, and then they just submit the feat. So on to game number 3 now. We will see Mermail go first. Opening hands, we have Fua, Field Spell, Imperm, Nib, White Rabbit. They have Heavy Infantry, Chaos Hunter, Abyss Pike, Lancia, and Dragoon. So go main phase, normal Abyss Pike, discard Dragoon, and then in response, they Imperm that. Dragoon effect goes search, grab out Neptibus from the decks of the hand, and then pass. Okay, yeah, I mean, they don't really have any other plays here. I mean, they could have... I mean, this is, like, fine. Yeah, this is fine. Like, we have Lancia, too, and we have, like, follow-up with Neptibus. They draw Meow. So, they set Think. Okay, nothing during standby. So, they go main phase. And then they normal summon White Rabbit. No effect. Battle phase, Crash. Okay. Is that... Hold on, let's think this through. So normal summon, no effect. So they don't have MTP07 in the deck right now. They sided it out going second because they're playing against Mermail. Otherwise, they could have set that, Crash on the opponent's turn, draw phase, search, and then they have like their Charmies live. Plus they have a normal summon follow-up. Now they only have one piece of follow-up. And if the opponent has Lancia, then we really have no follow-up at all. Also doesn't try to commit this turn, because if we do try to commit this turn then get hit with Lancia, that kind of sucks. But what is the commitment this turn? Normal White Rabbit, activate the effect, set TB11. TB11, banish special effect, special summon back out. You know, they Lancia us at some point, sure. Now we can make like SP Crash, or just end on SP. And then we have our Charmies live, because SP can tag out. They draw Poseidra. It was really interesting that we crashed that. I think they also did it because maybe the Charmies could draw into a Bestial, then they can Bestial banish White Rabbit. So that'd be a reason why they would do that play. I think that's the only reason why they would do that play specifically. Normal Neptibus, dump Dragoon, go ahead, grab out Abyss Shrine. Like, if I'm the opponent right now, I'm thinking my opponent probably has a Bestial. They either have a Bestial or they have Charmies, or it could be both. Could be both. They're going to go ahead, search, and then activate Minstrel effect, but they're about to find out. So Minstrel pitch itself, plus they have Heavy Infantry, chain Meow, then chain Fua. Chain Meow first, so that way if they have called by, they're more likely to called by this, and then we chain Fua, you know, called by or cross out, I guess. It's not like you're going to have cross out for Meow, I don't think. Banish the Field Spell, and they see the last card in hand's Nib. They just go battle phase, swing, because guess what? We really don't need to play here. They have Nib, Field Spell, and whatever the top deck is, which means Lancia should just, like, stop them in their tracks completely. And then they also have, like, tons of follow-up here. Pass, they draw into a copy of Imperm. So go main phase, Field Spell, they chain Lancia, set Imperm against an Neptibus that's still established on field, and that's just game. Draw Abyss Pike, Main phase, Neptibus effect, dump Dragoon, go ahead, search out the Shadow Squad, then activate Dragoon effect, go ahead, search out Minstrel. And we know the last card in hand is Nib, so they can go ahead and just Minstrel, rip this. The set card's either going to be a Malice Trap or something like Imperm, potentially Dominus Impulse, because it did have Nib in hand, so you'd want to set Dominus Impulse. But all you have to do is just get access to a Bahamut Shark, and then summon Toad, and they have to stop Bahamut Shark and the Toad, otherwise you establish Toad, which beats the last card, and now you just, boop, push for game. And you don't even have to push for game either. You just set up like Infinite Interruptions plus Chaos Hunter, and that's still just going to win you the game. But you would push for game there, because it's very simple. But okay, we go ahead and see that be the end of the Iron Man. So Mermail, you know, hitting the little sweep there. This deck is real, for sure. It is a real deck. It's also really annoying to play against. I'm not going to lie. Like, both these decks feel like, literally Malice and Mermail feel like, do you have it? Because if you don't, we're going to combo. We're going to win. And if we combo, we win the game. And, like, I think, like, Mermail's end board is more fair to play against than Malice's end board. But at the same time, like, Mermail's end board is still very, very strong overall. Like, it's like Gaios, Toad, Heavy Infantry, Poseidra. It's like 5 interruptions. Plus, they get to draw 1. And they could still potentially have non-engine in their hand. And then they also have Minstrel, which, like, is going to rip the hand trap, look at your hand, so now they know what they need to stop, and they just know how to, like, navigate it to where, like, you're never beating it. Sometimes they also end on Chenging also. But, like, yeah, this deck's very, very strong at what it does. I do think Droll and Lockbird will definitely become more popular, as Mermail just won YCS El Salvador. So I think people are going to have to put more respect on this deck. I don't think you have an option at this point. I think you have to put respect on this deck. The same way that you have 6 cards in your side deck for Malice, I think you're going to have to start side decking cards for Mermail. Or potentially, you know, main decking cards. It depends on the overlap of the card. Like something like Droll and Lockbird can overlap in other matchups. So Droll and Lockbird will probably be seen more and more. Especially because it overlaps into Mermail, which I think you just have to respect this deck more. Otherwise, you just lose the dice roll, you could just lose the match. Even if you win the dice roll, you could lose the match. But, you know, if you lose the dice roll, it's very, very tough. But alright, with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.